Does organization come easily to you, especially in your business? Maybe you've started off with the best intentions and it was pretty clean and orderly for a while until you started flying by the seat of your pants and there's a wake of disaster left behind you. You've been running so fast and sometimes you're wondering where you will find the time to start cleaning up and organizing your business. Today, I'm going to share with you the 3 simple steps to organize your business so that you can focus on the next phases of growth instead of wondering where you're going to find relief. So keep watching to get the simple steps that will help the back end of your business run with more efficiency and effectiveness. Hey CEOs, welcome back. If you're brand new here, I'm Teresa, Operations Consultant behind Loop Link, and I'm here to help you complete the loop in your business operations and expanding your agency with excellence. I work with CEOs to shift from operator to owner and leverage their teams, systems, and strategy with ease. And that's why I'm super excited to share with you the 3 simple steps to organize your business operations while you're booked out, preparing for growth, or if you just want to Marie Kondo your business. One of the biggest challenges when it comes to organizing your business is time. You are already so busy being stuck in the day-to-day aspects, wondering how you're going to find time. If you follow these steps, I am confident that you're going to set your business up for streamlined success. So step 1, you're going to want to commit a CEO day. Now, if you've been struggling to find time and feel like there's no way to make it work, then that's a sign that you're not in control of your time. I'm going to tell you something that you may resist against, and that is to block off a day and call it a CEO day. So let's actually cover why is this important. You see, the first step to organizing your business starts with you. If you cannot organize yourself, your business may be a reflection of it. A CEO day will give you the white space and the distance you need so that you can step into the 30,000-foot view of your business to see where the gaps have been forming and decide where to begin the organization. Taking the CEO day will allow you the space to think. Some of the greatest minds in our world deems that the space to think is a non-negotiable. Take Bill Gates, for example. He is known for his non-negotiable Think Week, where he takes a week off to read, think, and process outside of his everyday aspects. A lot of the times, it starts with your email and calendar. This is where the most clutter is happening right now. If you've been managing tasks from your email or calendar, if you want to scale beyond yourself, you'll need to start shifting away from it. I have often seen business owners using their personal calendar instead of their business calendar because they think that they need to separate it out. That only creates more havoc. So you'll want to use this simple trick. Subscribe your calendars. That means you can interlink your personal calendars to your business calendar or at least share your personal calendar with your team. Another thing is that you can apply time blocking. You may have heard this a lot, but how do you stay committed to it? Simple. Map it out in your Google or Outlook calendar, and the key is to create discipline around it and exercising no. Entrepreneurs often waver from execution on their time blocking because they allow fires to run their day. One part of it is because of fear of consequence, and the other part is fear of missing out. When you stick to a time blocking system, it boosts your confidence in your boundaries and helps you remain focused. So how do you start with a CEO day? So the first step is to take a look at your calendar. If you feel that you don't have enough time and client work is taking up all of the time, then ask yourself, what can you trade off in turn for a CEO day? Can you do it on a Saturday or an evening? Of course, we wouldn't want to have to work on the weekends or late into the evening, but it is a must if you are going to organize your business. When you have a CEO day, what you'll want to do is evaluate the health of your business. Don't use that time to review client work. Instead, go through the following areas of your business to see where there are any bottlenecks and room for organization and optimizing your business. These are the areas that I would look in: your business management, your systems, your team, and your clients. This allows you to evaluate the back-end details. If this isn't your zone of genius, then it's best for you to reach out to someone who you can trust, either a business bestie or a mentor who can help walk you through this together. It'll keep you accountable and allow another pair of objective eyes on the back end of your business. When you start this step, it's going to give you the headspace to break down what your actions are in order to get started. All right, step number 2, it's to simplify your structure. Often when a business hits disorganization, it's also due to everything living in the CEO's brain and not articulated and transferred to anyone else. The best way to tackle this? Start with simplifying. So stick with me for the next little bit. Why would you want to simplify your structure? We are so used to trying to move things quickly, and sometimes we're unsure of where to file things. Have you ever just kept everything in a pile because you didn't know where to put it? It's the same when it comes to your digital workspace. If you don't keep it organized, it becomes a dump collection, and eventually it'll create more stress, anxiety, and overwhelm that you may want to simply burn it all to the ground instead of going through it. That's why it's so important to keep the structure simple and something that you will not negotiate on. One of the biggest difficulties is not knowing what your organization looks like. This means actually all of the hats that you are wearing to run your business. So start off by listing everything that you do. Then you'll want to categorize it and bucket them. I usually start with 4 quadrants so that I don't get overwhelmed. Again, those quadrants are management, which includes accounting, cash flow management, vision, CEO work, etc. The second one is systems, where I keep and store all of my SOPs, my operations manual, templates, and tech. The third one is teams, which includes your org chart, job descriptions, team member details, maybe a team directory, documentation that your teams will find valuable to help them achieve their workflow. And the fourth part is your clients, which includes client onboarding, offboarding, fulfillment, experience, success, etc. When you've finished categorizing, then now we can tackle your cloud drive. I bet some of you are feeling like it's a hot mess, and if you're feeling like it's pretty organized, congrats, because you're one of the rare ones. All right, there's a reason why we want to do this activity that I mentioned before. When you organize your drive, you're going to want to start with 4 main drives. Depending on if you're using G Suite for Business, make sure that you are in the shared drives. I usually create the following: executive or management, team, marketing, and clients. All right, so let's touch base on something very important, which is naming conventions. It is important, so you'll want to make sure that you keep them consistent with each other. Always lead with the primary category. In each section, I always include an archived folder at each level so that if something is no longer relevant or active, it can be filed there. One of the biggest issues I've seen is so many variations of documents being created, one upon another, and there's no continuity to it. Before you begin creating a new document, pull up a quick search to see if there's a current existing document prior to creating a new one. If you're modifying an existing one, keep a change record in the document. While many of us are taught, especially in corporate, to never override a file, instead create a version 2 or a version 3, it creates more weight to your business. So only create versions in its finalized state, which typically should be PDFs, and never a working document. Make this a known best practice and create an SOP for it. As you're going through this activity, I encourage you to start building out the best practices in a living document or recording a quick video so that you can hand this off or work with your team, and everyone is going to be on the same page and also understand how to keep things consistent. In my corporate days, one of my first major projects was to help the business unit transition from traditional paper folders to digital content management. I classified the wrap-up period 2 years later, once we got the consistency of file management and naming conventions down. It was not an overnight transformation. There was a lot of reiteration of the process and getting the team members to go back and correcting their naming conventions. Although it may feel like you're policing the process, the thing is that you can easily mount up to 10,000 files in a year, if not more. Now multiply that by 5 or how many team members you have. Remember that in the end, the person who may need to clean it up would be you, and your time is worth so much more. So let's make sure that you're simplifying your structure. All right, step 3, consolidating your systems. Oftentimes, a business feels clunky and disorganized because it's too heavy with too many tools and tech. There are many popular opinions, such as why you should not put all of your eggs in a basket, such as an all-in-one tool or platform, because they usually never work or create more restrictions and limitations than not. Here's the thing. There's a finesse approach to making it work. You cannot try to mold a tool 100% completely to your process. Sometimes you may need to adjust the tool instead so that it can blend together to power up the workflow or adjust your process to do the same. I have a distaste in having to switch between tools, such as working in a Google Drive, a project management tool, time tracking, and a Slack channel as a communication tool. That's one of the very reasons why I have switched to SamePage. If you've been following my channel for a while, then you know that I run my business with this simple yet powerful tool. This combines brainstorming or collaboration documents, project management, and communication into one system. While there may be other systems that I cannot remove, such as my accounting systems, I can definitely refine my workflow so I'm not constantly jumping all over the place. The beauty about workflows is that you can integrate automation so that you can reduce redundant steps, close the gaps on information transference, and improve collaboration and productivity. Check if you do have overlapping tools, such as using both Trello and Asana, or if you're using Dropbox and G Suite or OneDrive. What about Evernote and OneNote? Many of these tools have unique features, but they also take away from your organization, as now you have begun splitting up your information hub. So to help keep everything organized, select one primary tool. If you don't love it, then it's a good indicator that it's not going to help you keep organized. Another way to consolidate your systems is to create a centralized hub. Even if you're not using SamePage, create a space where it connects the source into one centralized loop so that you can easily access your tools and your workflow. If you're using a project management tool, make sure you have a single project that acts as a table of contents for your business, or operate from your business manual or playbook. Remember that your email and calendar isn't the best ideal place to keep the centralized hub. It creates more chaos than consistency, and at the end of the day, it will create a bottleneck for your business, which is you. Now that you know how to organize your business with 3 simple steps, it's important to build in scheduled maintenance for your business so that you can keep it up to date and allow you to keep evolving with efficiency. Without a scheduled process, you can be flying super fast and very, very clunky as well. So that's why I have created a resource that you can download called the Business Maintenance Checklist for free from clicking the link below this video. How do you approach organizing your business? Leave your feedback and tips in the comment section below. Make sure you download your free business maintenance checklist. If this video was helpful, be sure to subscribe, share with a friend, and hit the like button so I know to make more videos like this. I'm Teresa Beretta, Operations Coach Consultant, and I'll see you in the next one.